shit. What's up, YouTube? It's Dylan here. Just checking in with you guys. I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel and showing me support. It's October 1st today. Got a fight coming up. VFL, October 16th at 185. My opponent is 3-1. And we're gonna kick some ass this time. I just wanna I thought I'd let you guys all know my background story here and what got me involved with MMA. I get a lot of people asking me all the time, and when I was young, I grew up playing hockey. It was my first love, and then played from grade 1 to grade 12, and graduated high school, quit playing hockey, realized I wasn't good enough, didn't really have a future in it, and I quit sports altogether. And then I think I was probably 23 back in 2020. 2019 is when I first got into martial arts. It was actually my old coworker I used to work with. He used to deliver shingles in Calgary, and we'd always be watching the UFC embeddeds and all that, and like back when Conor was big, I think that's what got me into MMA, and the first guy I fell in love with was Wonderboy Thompson. I just loved his karate, his kicks, and all that. So I went on his YouTube channel one night and I just started practicing all his how-to videos. I watched them all, mastered them all. I started out with the karate stance, then the karate footwork and all that. And I suggest if you're a fighter, you go check out those videos, because those will really improve your footwork. You won't be flat-footed anymore. It'll be nice, quick, in and out. So, yeah. This was before I stepped into any gym back in 2019, and then decided I'd grow some balls and go try it out. And first gym I got into was a boxing gym here in Strathmore, Alberta. And like the first thing I learned was how to slip punches, because I was slipping wrong. I was pretty bad back in 2020, and did that, fell in love with it. So thought I'd be serious about it, and just missed the competition. I wasn't competing from 2015 to 2020, so 5 years I wasn't doing any sports, just working. And just finally I fell in love with MMA. So I went to Champions Creed MMA back in 2020. I was getting coached by Brian Bird, who's a black belt, jiu-jitsu, and Nick Ring. He was my first real coach. I was doing this morning MMA program, got my buddies into it, and we'd go in the morning. It's like train from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Monday to Friday. And the whole plan was to do an amateur MMA fight. And so I'd show up, go do my training. It would be one day it would be wrestling, one day it would be jiu-jitsu, one day it would be Muay Thai, and so that was awesome. And then I don't know what happened, but we just weren't getting our fights, and then the coronavirus happened, and it kind of messed everything up. I started out doing jiu-jitsu tournaments. I'm still a white belt, by the way. 5 years later, still a white belt. I've done 4 jiu-jitsu tournaments. I did 3 in the no gi and 1 in the gi. And Lee Mean, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's down in Lethbridge, Alberta. He's another black belt. He's actually got a bare knuckle fight coming up here. He's a beast. I would not want to fight that guy. But yeah, that's where I do all my grappling tournaments, was down in Lethbridge. I still do them, but it's been a little bit since I've been there. So I started training at Champions Creed in 2020, and I decided that like I wasn't really getting fights. I was just getting all these tournaments, these jiu-jitsu tournaments, which isn't bad, but I just wanted to go. Like, I was so confident at the time, just with my kicks and my striking. I was definitely more of a kickboxer. Still definitely more of a kickboxer than a grappler. But what happened was I reached out to a kickboxing gym, and I was looking for fights. I was just messaging all these gyms, and so I finally got a fight offer, and I took it. And just whatever happened. Champions Creed didn't want me to train there anymore, so like December 2022, because last time I trained at Champions Creed. So I was training there for about 2 years, and then so I got my first kickboxing fight. That was back February 2023 with Mike Miles. This is my this is my first trophy here. This is my favorite fight so far I've had. The first round TKO. So that's pretty cool. And then April 29th, 2023, Medicine Hat, Alberta, I had my second kickboxing fight. So these are no elbows, but we could knee, but only to the body. So no knees to the face, no elbows. So this was a decision win back in 2023. And then these are all my grappling. Medals. So this is my first winner here, CMC MMA. Got 4 submissions. Got submitted once for that one. And then my next one, I got submitted twice, I think. I can't remember. It's been a while. But bronze, silver, 2 silvers, 2 bronze. So next time I go there, I'll be going for the gold. Sick of getting second and third place. So this is my first fight here. Maggie Tucker. This is who I fought her here. Kendrick 3 Sons. My corner for that was me and Hakeem. So I've trained with Nick Ring. He was the Ultimate Fighter in the Ultimate Fighter. I think he went 10-0 in his first 10 fights. And then trained with Chad Unhelliger. He's in the UFC bantamweight. Me and Hakeem. He was in the UFC. I don't know what happened there. But so after my second kickboxing fight, I ended up getting a DUI, and then this is where my life kind of went shit downhill for quite a while, actually. It's October 1st, 2025. I get my license back on this month, on the 25th. So it's been over 2 years since I've been driving. So it's hard to get to training because it's hard to do anything. It's hard to get jobs, blah blah blah. At the Strathmore is a pretty small town. It's like 45 minutes from Calgary. So like, yeah, it just sucks. Don't drink and drive. Definitely learned my lesson there. I had to sell my Duramax. I had to sell my Skyline. And yeah, I haven't trained in Calgary since my second kickboxing fight. And I've had five, and so just I trained here in Strathmore. All they have here is a boxing studio, which is all right, I guess, but just not my style. And so after my second fight, it took a toll because I'm 20. I started when I was 24. I'm now 28, going on 29. I think maybe I was 23 when I started, but like I didn't start that young. So I have to be busy if I want to ever go pro or whatever. But so I think I went a year of just nothing. No training, no nothing. And then I think I was doing I was doing jiu-jitsu tournaments here and there, but then just this year I had my, or wait, no, September last year, 2024. So I went from, I took over a year off, and then I got offered, there's this tournament that I got offered to go try out. It was a kickboxing tournament for WKA, World Kickboxing Association. So I went there and I was supposed to fight 4 times that day. And then, which sucks. Tournaments suck so bad. I just want to fight once and that's it. But, so my first fight was a walkthrough because my opponent didn't show up. Something happened there, and then, so my third kickboxing fight, I fought some dude. Mind you, I don't know who I'm fighting ever. I just show up and we fight on like short notice, like, and I think I got a decision win. I should have finished that guy. I definitely should have finished that guy, but like I was just training myself. Like I go to do some boxing here and there, and then that's only twice a week, and then I'll just run and lift weights, and that's my training. It sucks. I can't wait to get back, train full time, do jiu-jitsu. My goal is to get my blue belt, and yeah. And I had my fourth fight the same day against Tristan Tuesday. So he was my first kickboxing loss. I won my first 3, went 3-0, and then Tristan Tuesday, you go watch it. I gassed out in the second round. We both threw a kick at the same time. I threw a leg kick, he threw a body kick, and you go listen to it. It sounds pretty deadly, but it just dropped me. And they didn't even give me a 10-second count, but I was done. That guy, he's doing really good, that kid. He's younger than me. He's like 12-2 or something is his record right now. But he's primarily striker. I don't think he's done any jiu-jitsu or MMA. And so early this year, I got offered. I had my 5th kickboxing fight. I won that one by decision. So 4-1 in kickboxing. Done 4 grappling tournaments. Like I have 8 submissions, 9 submissions as a white belt, and I just had my first MMA fight. Finally, 5 years later, finally get my MMA debut. And I don't know. I think it's been good experience so far. I learned how to grapple, learned how to learned how to strike, got experience, finally stepped into the octagon. And it was at 195 pounds for a belt. It was actually supposed to be at 160 pounds, but then fight got canceled. So 2 weeks notice, I get a call, and this is all thanks like Liam Neat is the shit. He's the one that's hooked me up with my last MMA fight and this fight coming up. So I just want to give him a shout out and thank him for everything that he does for me. And it's all about connections in MMA. It's hard to compete when you're first starting out because you don't have any connections. So I recommend that you compete when you can, and then try to get to know the coaches, and they're all a bunch of different coaches, and just try to get their contacts and just reach out to them, and you start getting a lot more fights, especially if you're good and you're winning stuff. And but yeah, so I got offered this fight in June in Vernon, BC, against Riley Houston. He was supposed to fight some other dude, and apparently got injured, so I was a replacement fighter. And I think I weighed at 185 pounds, 2 weeks out from the fight, and it's at 195. So my 5 kickboxing fights I've had, I've cut weight. I've cut like 10, 15 pounds. They've all been at 185. All my kickboxing fights. So like I walk around normally anywhere from, let's say 195. I usually walk around at. And yeah, so this is my first. That was my first fight. I didn't really cut weight, and it definitely was a factor in that fight. Riley is he's a really good wrestler, and I feel like I've never seen that before so far, and like I don't know what it was. I planned to go in there and stand and bang with him. I was told he was a striker, and he just shot takedowns. And by the second round, I should have known, because he took me down in the first round. And in the second round, I should have changed my game plan to stuff the takedown. But he shoots so fast, and once he would have a hold of me, there's nothing I could do. Like, I tried, and honestly, I needed that loss because now I know I need to work on my wrestling. And yeah, so shout out to Riley. That was for a belt. The OFC, Okanagan Fighting Championship. And shout out to Raj. He's a promoter there. They're having another event early next year. I think I'm going to be competing on that one as well. But yeah, so this fight that I got coming up, I was actually offered to fight another guy back in September for another belt. But I just knew I wasn't ready for it, and I need a win. I can't be taking fights that I feel like I'm going to lose to. So I just wasn't too confident in fighting that guy, because he's a wrestler. Like, he actually beat the guy that I just lost to. So I was like, damn. But yeah, so I got a fight coming up here in October 14th, October 16th, so 2 weeks out today, for 15 days. And this, my plan this go around is try to. I need to stop being so flashy with my kicks and like just focus on leg kicks and my boxing and just try to win the fight. Just like keep it simple. And I don't want to overthink everything because when I overthink my game plan, I have all these all these different ideas of combos and stuff I want to do. I end up doing none of them. It's like it's not like sparring where you have all the time in the world to think about what you're gonna do. This stuff happens quick in a real fight, so you're fighting off instinct. And I don't know. I just try to leg kick him this fight and use my boxing. Try to land this right hand. It's a lot easier to land punches than it is to land kicks, and it's all about landing stuff. That's how you're about hurting your opponent. So if I fucking crack him, just gotta catch him with something. Left hook, cross right down the middle, you know, overhand right, just something. So I will be working on my boxing some more for this fight because I can't really grapple. It's hard to grapple with anyone, and yeah. So my weight right now is 203, so I'll be cut. I'm